max, how long would it take you to figure it out?
He opened 7-6 of diamonds.
Yeah, like, but I mean, like, how many hands?
Somebody.
That one seems pretty.
In Montenegro, Bobby they played a chess game, and they were playing short deck for 3 hours and no one noticed.
Yeah.
Somebody must have known in that game.
Yeah, one of those slippery
Yeah.
foxes.
All right, so there's a 3-bet pot.
Wow. That's an action board.
Yeah. James Chen calls out a position.
Keeps getting in jack 10, so you
Flops
just
an open and a straight draw. Wylong Chen, top set. When you 3-bet someone, you flop top set, you're thinking, man, do I bet? Because my opponent can't really have top pair. I'm holding 3 of the queens.
If you go all in with like 10 jack and then like get
That's 18,000.
bundle all in, people
Yeah, but like, how many times you can go all in before someone is...
There's this huge spot going on. Everyone's having a chat around them. James Chen makes the call, looking for a 9 or a 4.
I mean, also, I don't think you'd want to make, if you knew you were playing George, that's like the worst thing you could do with that information.
Oh!
Small, like,
Hits the nut straight. But Chan can still get there. He's got 23% chance to make a full house. If you're Chan, you bet this flop with top set. You're probably betting the turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's feeling so good right now. The only reason he would check is because he's like, wait, my hand is too good at this moment.
Well, no, you know.
Chan does know he can represent backdoor spades. So there is a lot of bluffing potential. Gonna reach for more chips. Chen is loving this.
61,000.
51,000. So James Chen sitting there with the nuts, taking a look at Chan's stack. I think Chen thinks Chan is pretty strong here. Chen has 3-bet him, bet the flop, bet the turn. He's gonna call here. Doesn't want to overplay and like make his opponent hero fold. Chen looking. River card's a king. There's no way Chen gets away from this.
No, there's no way. He might size down a little bit because he feels the king is a scare card. But he's not going to be concerned about the spades.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Chen top set. Well, Chen is actually considering he's taking the lead here. That's 150,000. Wow. James Chen here leads when the king hits. I think James Chen thinks his opponent might just check back like aces, for example.
Yeah, or ace queen or something, you know? Yeah. Wow.
All in a call.
Wow.
James Chen, chip leader of the tournament, knocks out Wylong Chen with top set.
Receiving those V-chip stats because, of course, they don't take into account the mandatory straddles and things. But
I paid like $280 for
you can usually subtract 16.
individual ball, and I bought like 4 of them, and I felt
So Sorel opens with the queen jack off here,
sorry about that. So
and Ignat is definitely gonna at least call with the 6-7 spades. 3-bet you 1,000. Yep, 3-bets you 1,000.
You hate this if you want to call. How bad do you want to call? I mean, is it possible to sort of explain how bad you want to call?
Not really.
You're on the button. You've got Liviu in there. I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to.
It's like being on a diet and walking into a bakery. You know, I mean, it's pretty. It's a pretty strong sensation. I feel like when and he did call. You know, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you just eat the roll. You know, you just.
It just looks too good.
It
It's
looks
just
too good.
juicy.
You just break down, and he just did it. Whatever. You know.
It's just too juicy.
And honestly, I mean,
It's not even bad. I mean, we're talking about it like it's like it's cheating.
Ignat is 25,000 deep.
I mean, the guy is 20, and Sam's in position. He knows that Mizzy's likely to just call if he has any hand that's playable post-flop, which he doesn't, so he should fold here. But Mizzy called anyway because he's getting a good price, but I don't like Mizzy.
And there it is. And there it is.
Oh,
Up and
wow.
down straight
Hello.
draw for Ignat and set for Sam. This is going to be a lot of trouble.
Now I like a call from Sam here.
Yeah.
Because Mizzy's in the pot, you want to trap him, and Mizzy might check raise bluff, and you want to make your hand look weak.
Call.
Bravo. Bravo. This is good. You want to let Livu continue to bluff if he has air. And the only way you're going to get value from raising is if he has a hand that he's going to continue betting with anyway, like an overpair. And if he has that, he's going to bet the turn regardless. So there's no point in really raising. You don't really accomplish anything except give away a lot of the strength of your hand. So I really like a call here. Unfortunately, you can't put him on a hand that has any equity versus yours because, you know, it's so unlikely that he has a hand that could draw out to beat yours.
Sick turn.
Which, of course, Livu doesn't know. Triggett's going to be livid here because he's been running kind of bad today. And,
but the stacks work anyway. If any size bet that Livu makes, you can call again, can't you? Because you can get his stack on the river very reasonably.
Yeah, what are the
Livy's got
here?
23,000 back.
And Sam covers him, right? So, so Sam should... Yeah, he could just call the turn here. It depends what he thinks. If he thinks Livu has a big hand, he could raise because... you know, his hand could look like a pair and a straight draw, like 5-6, something like that, 9-7, where he's like kind of semi-bluffing with it now, trying to get him to fold a big hand. It depends on what he thinks about his opponent. If he just calls here, his opponent has a pot-sized bet left, and almost surely he's going to shove the river if he has an overpair, like what he's representing. So Sam could call here, and not much really hurts him. I mean, even if a 6 rolls off, it's bad if his opponent has 2 aces, but it's not like Sam ever expects his opponent to suck out on him if the 6 comes on the river. So he's not really worried about any cards here.
Ignat did make one bluff that just didn't make any sense on the river at one point. So don't you think, you know, Sam, in Sam's mind, he's stuck a little bit, that he does have a range here where he's just, you know, just going
Sam is just crushing.
nuts.
Sam is just crushing Ignat's raise here. So I mean, he's just he's going to snap call this river when he shoves. He's going to be excited about it too. He's going to feel like, oh, I finally got him.
Yeah.
Sam's just praying right now that Ignat shoves. Little does he know, you know, he's drawing dead. But it's brutal. It's just a complete cooler. And
wow, he's going to get stacked.
he's going to get stacked. Watch. All out call.
He's gone all in.
All in. 18.
Yeah, he's
See,
showing
he
it.
even-
He's showing it like he's got the
He's
nuts,
showing it like I don't want to
obviously.
slow roll you. He just flipped it over like,
18,
you know,
900.
don't even turn over your aces or your.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have rivered ace king and shoved there for value, because it looks like Sam has 2 10s, 2 jacks, 2 queens, something like that at the best. So
What a cooler. And that is just going to change the game. I mean, first of all, Sam is now just going to strap on the, and not that he hadn't strapped on the seatbelt.
So incoming, Mrs. Katie Swift, incoming, and Mr. Jeff Kimber.
So, morning, guys.
525,000.
Chris has raised it up with the pocket nines, under the gun. 525.
From a stack of 7.6 million.
Alan's found ace king behind, they've both got big stacks here.
Yeah.
Well, I
Still
suppose
early position with the ace king, isn't it?
7 million sounds
Mid
low,
position.
but I suppose it's all relative. What are we playing here, Phil? What did you say, 125, 250?
That's indeed the blind, yeah.
So it's just over a min raise, 525, just over a min raise. Alan's just called with the ace king. I quite like that. See whether anyone squeezes behind, see what the action is behind. It's an under the gun raise anyway. Both semi-deep, I suppose. As deep as you're going to get at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think the average was around about 6 million at this stage, so
Don't care about average.
yeah. Gives an indication.
As well. Jeremy's going to call with 9-6. That's a bit...
It's a bit ambitious, but he's not actually.
Wow, is that
look.
the case 9? Case
Yeah.
9 on the flop. And Alan got the ace high board as well for Alan.
And he's got the ace of diamonds as well. So
This could be a big pot. Jeremy's checking, hoping his bottom pair's good. He's in a world of hurt. Hopefully.
I mean, the thing with Jeremy is it's only sort of a min raise, isn't it? So
yeah.
You can understand why he wants to be involved. 2 people in there, he's got the odds, but now he could get himself in trouble.
Nice bet from Chris. It's always tempting to check a set. People sometimes check sets as soon as they've got them. You want to build a nice pot. He's about 8.75.
Well, it's what you put the other player on, isn't it, behind you?
You're hoping when it comes ace high, you're hoping that someone's called you with an ace.
Hoping they've got something.
He's not going to think as big as ace king.
You also want to make the draws pay. I mean, he's got a straight draw and a flush draw out there. You don't want to be checking and let someone hit cheap.
So
and you want to
what does
define
Alan
hand.
do now? I mean, do you raise, or do you think that ace jack is possible in the opposition's hand?
Do you know what? I think he does raise it. If it was me, I would be raising here. You've got the ace of diamonds for a bit more security with your hand.
Any bet that comes in double-fisted is normally a raise.
Yeah.
Some of these blue chips are 100k chips. That looks like 1.3 million, something like
Yeah.
that. Oh no, it can't be.
Definitely
Actually,
the tower's gone in, yeah.
2.2 it is.
2.2 million.
No, with a set of 9s.
Now, with that raise, you just put it in here with the 9s.
I think I might do, actually, because I don't really think he's raising to fold. He's got to put
No.
2.2 in with 4.5 back.
Well, yeah.
If it is a draw, you want to make him pay the maximum price. It's always a possibility.
And do you remember this is Chris who I was talking about last night? He was actually in seat 1 last night, do you remember?
Oh, I do, yeah.
He came in. He has gone all in.
All in a call.
Now I don't think Alan's got much choice.
Yeah,
Once you've raised,
and
you
it
can't raise to
calls
fold, so he has to call.
15 million pot here.
Wow. And he's
15
8%,
million
Alan.
pot.
92% to win 15 million
Wow.
pot. So he needs to hit, Alan. He needs some help here. Diamonds, running straight cards. An ace would be nice on the turn for him to give him a lot of pair-up possibilities.
I mean, Chris has got the sort of reputation in the play where you don't necessarily put him on a set. He is quite an active player.
So he's a king of diamonds. What a card that is. So now you can hit an ace, a king, or any diamonds.
It would have all gone in on that turn anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
no matter how if they'd have slow played the ace king.
Ace, king, or
Oh my god.
That is brutal.
Oh god, look, he's holding his mouth.
The 8% chance gets there. Ace king against a set, top pair against bottom set. Wow,
That
comes
is
running king ace.
absolutely crippled Chris's stack.
Oh, that's harsh at this stage. Oh, I feel sorry for Chris. Oh,
Barry Greenstein still our leader. And Howard Lederer looking at a king 7, which he's going to throw away. TJ Cloutier, a pair of 5s with the blinds 3 and 6,000, is going to raise to 14,000. Johnny Chan, a pair of 8s. He will call.
Michael, I'm not sure I like this call by Johnny Chan. He has enough chips where he can move in. He could force TJ Cloutier to fold if he doesn't have a big hand here. I think I'd prefer that with Johnny Chan's short stack.
Phil Ivey is also called, so 3 players on the flop, and it's a good one for Johnny Chan, a set of 8s. Phil Ivey does have a flush draw.
See, that's the thing, Mark. Johnny Chan knew an 8 was coming on the flop.
Yeah, but if he'd raised, he wouldn't have to contend with his flush draw.
Action was checked over to Johnny Chan, who bet 21,000. Phil Ivey going in for a raise. This one to 60,000, and that's going to get TJ Cloutier to fold.
So 60? 60. My God.
Well, Johnny Chan moving all in.
This is basically like calling. It's only a couple more chips to Phil Ivey for him to call.
So Phil Ivey with a flush draw at this point. Johnny Chan with a set of 8s.
Yikes.
Oh, well, there's Phil's flush. So Johnny needs to pair the board to stick around. And that doesn't happen. A 7 of hearts on the river. So Johnny Chan collects 64,000 in chips for his 8th place finish here in Series 2. Couple that with the 300,000 in chips for his 2nd place finish in Series 1. He will take 364,000.